Hi, I'm Adam Steele for the Hot Pole Studios, and today we're looking at the Creamback Neo speaker from Celestion. Before we do, some background on why it exists. Looking at a common issue faced by guitarists who want to use real speakers on stage or in practice rooms. Speaker cabinets are heavy, like really heavy. A 4x12 cabinet can be 30 kilos, like 60 pounds or more, which is fine if you're fit and healthy, if there are two of you, and if your car or your truck has the suspension to carry it. But if you have back problems, or if there are tons of stairs to get into a venue, forget it. One option is to get a smaller cabinet, but even then, cabs can be quite heavy. So why is that? This is a high quality speaker from Celestion. Some of the most widely used guitar speakers, including the Vintage 30 and the G12H Greenback, weigh 5 kilos each, like 10 pounds. And that's mostly because of this, the magnet. This lump on the back traditionally is a ferrite magnet. And traditionally, you need a magnet that's this big, like huge, to push the voice coil around enough to get accurate low-end thump and detail. And for years, the most popular guitar speakers were the G12M and H Greenbacks. The H ones have the heavier magnet, the bigger magnet, and more authority to the sound, but they weigh another 3 pounds, comparing the M to the H. But this also took the power handling up from 25 watts to 35 watts each. So as the years have rolled on, Celestion have been working with new materials to where the speakers are able to handle more power, which we've covered already in the Redback and Alnico Cream videos, which you can watch in the link here. But those speakers are still heavy in terms of weight. The latest development is replacing the ferrite magnet, the big chunky thing on the back, with a material called rare earth magnet or neodymium. And so they present the Creamback Neo. As you can see, the magnet is much smaller, and that's because neodymium is much more magnetic than ferrite, meaning you need a lot less of it to get the same job done. Combined with the newer, tougher voice coil designs from the Creamback family, this can kick out 60 watts of power per speaker, meaning two of these in a 2x12 cabinet can handle 120 watts, 60 plus 60, 120, which is more than enough for a 100-watt tube head to be on full blast without anything going bang. Back to talking about weight, these are 1.9 kilos, which is about 4 pounds. I can lift this with my little finger. So, compared to larger magnet speakers, that's a saving of 3 kilos or 6 pounds each. So in a 4x12 cabinet, you'd be saving 12 kilos or about 25 pounds. In a cabinet that size, that's the difference between having to wheel the cabs around and being able to pick it up on your own. But how does that affect the tone? Onto tone then. This is definitely part of the Creamback family and has that definitive Celestion sound of that authoritative high mid push. But to my ears, it's a little bit darker and more full than the Creamback M. It's quite similar to the Redback to my ears, but with the 60 watt handling rather than the 150 watts, which is fair if you consider that this is less than half the weight. The review sample I have here is the 8 ohm version, so this may go some way to explaining that darkness. You can see the 16 versus 8 ohm video that we did that was with the Vintage 30, but kind of proves the point up here. So if you need a lighter cab with all the tone, the Neo Creamback is available for about £100 per speaker, and most custom cab makers can source them, or you can always retrofit your own. Celestion are also selling the Neo as a set of impulse responses on the Celestion Plus website if you like the tone, but you need a virtual version. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the audio demos that we put in here. I'm now going to do a quick comparison of the Neo with the Redback and the Vintage 30 and a couple of the other speakers I have. This review was brought to you by the letter C and some hipster craft beer. So, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found this useful. Hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel because we've got loads more gear reviews coming, more tutorials, more interviews with big name brands, which is all made possible by you through our Patreon. Because even though the Patreon that we do, which is kind of like a funding campaign, it's not that big right now, but that money helps to pay for the petrol to go around the country to talk to guys like the guys from Celestion, Zilla, Sontronics, and hopefully Audion in the future. Hopefully Chapman Guitars are going to be doing an interview with us. There's going to be quite a few more, and you guys help us to do all of those things. So thank you so much. If you've not already had a look at the Patreon, check it out in the link right here. I'm Adam Steele for the Hot Pole Studios, and I'll see you in the next video.